I have really exhausted, I've depleted my resources.
Here was a man now who was, preparing for the biggest bodybuilding show of his life, and he didn't have any income coming in. This was a man who was living on a limited budget. Every green bean was accounted for, and every dime he spent was budgeted because he didn't have the money.
After the contest, he broke down and cried on my shoulder, and he said, "I'm glad that you had this Best Poser award, because I have $7 in my pocket, and going home to New York, I wouldn't know what I was going to do with the rest of my life."
Here is your Greene.
This is my life, but this is also me living it.
I think, in the mind of every artist, there's a masterpiece.
Yeah, but I sleep on the floor, in a very small room, focused on making this thing happen.
He is intense. He's very focused. He has his goals set. He's very determined.
Dream for this goal. I've never wanted to do anything else. I've never prayed for any other kind of success.
And if I gotta die tonight, if this weight is gonna kill me tonight, then so be it.
He doesn't consider failure an option.
Always under control. Always under control. I'm doing exactly what I want to do. I found my passion. I've created my true calling in life. I'm living life on my terms.
Does Kai Greene believe he can win this Olympic coming this Saturday?
Absolutely.
Goes to Kai Greene.
He's an unbelievable champion.
Kai Greene. Kai Greene.
Thank God for bodybuilding for Kai Greene.
The question is, can Ed Sandow be on your mantle?
Your dreams are always going to be the most important to you than they will be to anybody else, So keep dreaming, keep believing, keep pressing forward. So all those warriors out there, be encouraged.
Here he is a man who grew up with no parents, went from foster home to foster home, had to fend for himself in a very, difficult world, had no parental guidance, had no parental leadership, really had no one advising him on how to be a man or a person in society, in regular society. And here he was now, one of the top bodybuilders in the world.
They can crack jokes, they can sit back and analyze and, criticize and make all the fun they want. But I'm living my life. I'm doing it. What are you?